September 11, 1973, bombs rained down on the presidential palace, La Moneda. Chile was under attack. A military junta composed of the heads of the army, the navy, the air force, and the national police led a coup to overthrow the Allende government, alleging constitutional violations, and to impose a military rule with General Augusto Pinochet as its leader. Though democratically elected by the Chilean people, Allende's government became increasingly leftist, influenced by post-Cuban revolutionary politics. President Allende sought refuge in the presidential palace, La Moneda. He refused to step down. Here he addressed his people for the last time.
Trabajadores de mi patria, tengo fe en Chile y su destino. Sigan ustedes sabiendo que mucho más temprano que tarde, de nuevo abrirán las grandes alamedas por donde pase el hombre libre para construir una sociedad mejor. ¡Viva Chile! ¡Viva el pueblo! ¡Vivan los trabajadores!
Although Allende shot himself, his death was at the hands of the U.S., who funded and supported Pinochet's coup against Allende's Chilean government and his Marxist ideals. Pinochet's first act as self-proclaimed the supreme chief of the nation was to round up tens of thousands of suspected communists, Allende sympathizers, and anyone who did not support his authority. Pinochet stated, "When the army comes out, it is to kill." Pinochet utilized the army to maintain control over the Chilean population. More than 3,000 people were tortured and/or disappeared. About 250,000 people were detained by the end of 1973. Detainees were housed in stadiums and secret detention centers throughout Chile. In an effort to further control the Chilean people, Pinochet attempted to control the media by seizing control of all media outlets: TV, radio, and newspaper. In the eyes of the world, Pinochet was praised for saving Chile. Through neoliberalist reforms, he restored the economy. In opening Chile to the global market, welcoming foreign investment, and privatizing government-owned industries, resulting in the stabilization of the Chilean peso. This was known as the Chilean miracle. Though Pinochet's policies improved Chile's economic infrastructure, his persecution of leftist Allende supporters created a mass immigration. Over 200,000 people were forced into exile, many left voluntarily. 2 months after seizing power, the military regime adopted Decree Law 81, giving itself unconditional authority to expel citizens. Those that remained had to contend with Dirección Nacional de Inteligencia, National Directorate of Intelligence, or DINA, Chile's secret police, whose mission was to ferret out and persecute the remaining left. Allende loyalists and Unida Partida leaders, or Popular Unity leaders, while in exile, kept the opposition alive. At the return of many exiles in the mid-1980s, Pinochet's defeat followed in the wake of the 1988 plebiscite. In 1988, Chileans were asked to vote in a one-man presidential race to extend Pinochet's regime for another 8 years. Knowing he would lose, Pinochet summoned the commanders of his military to La Moneda at midnight, October 5, 1988. On December 14, 1989, over 7 million Chilean voters went to the polls, the first democratic presidential election in nearly 2 decades. On March 11, 1990, Pinochet handed over the presidential badge to his successor, Patricio Aylwin, a Christian Democrat. He would surrender his power as president, but he would remain as army commander, doing everything possible to keep his authoritarian system in place.